Hey everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our new English podcast series where we bring real stories of strength, mindset, and motivation. Today's podcast is kind of a little bit different as in compared to a usual podcast where we normally sit behind the mic and bring you motivational stories of other people. But this time, I have the honor to put on the spotlight on someone who has achieved incredible things all without letting anything hold him back through discipline, focus, and unbreakable spirit. He's built a life that motivates many people, including me. And since we have already trained together, and
Yeah.
but actually we didn't got the opportunity to talk more about your gym life and what was your motivation, since you are a motivation for me too. So it's a good occasion for both of the people and me to get informed, and of course for you as well, since you will be able to maybe talk about the experiences you had. We dive into your story and what struggles you had to the triumphs and what it truly means to turn adversity into strength. So let's dive into it. And before we start with the questions, would you like to add something?
First of all, thank you so much to prepare the the podcast about my bodybuilding journey, and it's a very interesting topic for me, and I would really love to talk about that. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Thank you so much
So
again.
thank you. We're also looking forward
And
to listening to your stories.
I'm happy to be here again, and we are just making our podcast
Yeah,
series
yeah,
takeaway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we're gonna start off with some basic questions.
Yeah.
I would like to know what even got you into bodybuilding? Like, where did you start?
It's a very interesting question. I think my mindset is to be better. If
Hmm.
you want to be better, so you have to break limits.
Hmm.
And that's the main point for me that got me into bodybuilding, because people challenges you, they doubt on you. And that was the main motivation it gives me, that I have started bodybuilding and I have changed, or I have shifted all these negative thoughts about me to the positive way. And that was the main point that
It's actually something which kind of motivates you to stay consistent, but we'll come back to that later
yeah.
on. And my second question would be like, how did your disability influence your motivation? Like, were there any obstacles which were caused by your disability when you come up to the gym?
I think so. My disability is the main motive behind my bodybuilding journey, because you feel so limited, or people gives you limited options to
Mhm.
you, and that was the main reason that I have joined bodybuilding. My motive was to break all these limits and go forward and show people that we are not limited, we can do. But the main difference is your mindset. If you have a crazy and bulletproof mindset, I think anything can
That's actually a
do,
very good
anything
perspective
you
to
can do.
see.
Yeah.
I mean, like the way you see this issue and you try to manage it and use it actually as something good for your own future. Not everyone does that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
yeah.
That's why the main difference between people who has more success
Hmm.
and who stayed in the
Yeah.
same level is all about your mindset.
Yeah.
If you have a strong mindset
Hmm.
towards your goals, I think that makes you different. Yeah.
Okay. Since we all are talking about the first motivations and everything which you had at the beginning, like, do you even remember what and when was your first workout? Might be really
Eh,
interesting to know
Yeah,
about.
it's very interesting question, and definitely I remember like just happened yesterday.
Okay.
It takes me back when I was studying in India.
Hmm.
I joined the gym that was near to my house.
Okay.
I know that it was located in the basement, a
Hmm.
very small gym, but the whole scenario was different. Everything was looking strange for me, and I didn't have any idea or any knowledge about bodybuilding. But still, I managed it, and I had a personal trainer
Hmm.
and to support me. And I remember that my first workout was bench press.
Oh,
Yeah, and
okay.
I love it.
Let me assume something. I think it's still your favorite workout. I
Yeah,
think.
it's my favorite workout.
Okay.
Chest day all the time.
I think we can all
I'm
relate
just
to
getting
that.
crazy when I have the chest day.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
We can all relate to that. Another question would be like, how do you stay consistent?
It's a very good question. That's the main point. Like when you try on something and get result is the consistency game.
Mhm.
Uh, Without consistency, you cannot achieve anything. Yeah, and whatever it is, you have consistency through motivation. Sometimes you need to push yourself
Yeah,
because being
of course.
disciplined and having consistency is not a easy game
Yeah,
because it's very boring.
yeah.
You are tired of the doing same thing anytime, every day. That's why consistency is playing a very important role in achieving your goals and also achieving my bodybuilding
I think the
goals.
people watching this video need to take some notes, right? In
Yeah.
this section of the
Yeah, thank
video.
you. That's very important. I
Yeah.
think consistency comes first.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing that, of course, has an influence on consistency, which one would it go for you between the discipline or motivation? Like discipline versus motivation, which one works for you the most?
Motivation is great.
Mhm.
Uh, the journey you start, it it comes with the motivation. You have motives, so then you start visualizing something.
Mhm.
Then your journey starts with motivating, but motivation fades away. It's not all the time with you.
Yeah.
If you want to achieve your goals, approach your goals, the main point is having discipline
Mhm.
because discipline takes you there. Motivation we have sometime, we don't have sometime, but discipline is taking you towards your goals. But sometimes we are
Yeah.
having both. Then I think so that day we are more lucky. But
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of time we don't have motivation. We need to keep it up with the discipline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in your case, I can approve that because like whenever I'm at the gym, like there was no single day when I came to the gym and I didn't see you. So I have
Yeah.
never saw that
Yeah.
day. It's like you're always there, and
Yeah.
it gives a very strong impression. I mean, like it shows that like no matter what, I'm there and I'm gonna stay.
Making consistency for some time or being disciplined, it shift your everything's to habits.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
keep it for some time,
yeah,
so that becomes your habit.
yeah.
And when something becomes your habit, then you're not just want to miss these things and
Yeah.
you just go forward. I think it's a very important point for that to have discipline.
Um, I might actually know about this question which I'm about to ask, but um, still out there are people who would like to know about your training split. Like, what's your routine?
It's a very famous routine.
Mm-hmm.
It's push pull, but obviously I don't train legs. Yeah, it's a push pull split.
Okay.
And I started from the Monday till Thursday. Then I have 3 days. I train my abs, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's very efficient exercise for me and me and my friend training together, and we are taking that split further.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So you continue with that
yeah,
split.
we continue that.
Okay. Thank you for letting us know about your training routine. Um, do you have to modify anything due to disabilities?
Yeah, I have changed some movements
Mhm.
because it's not gonna work for me,
Okay.
and I have adjusted that uh, to be more efficient.
Okay.
Yeah, but sometimes when I just see that it's not gonna work 100% for
Mhm.
me, but I just want to bring force on my muscles to
Okay.
get a bit result. Yeah.
Okay. So there is like kind of there are some struggles also while training in the gym, because of
I
course
think
there are
so.
them.
For me, maybe for overall,
Mhm.
who people who has disability
Mhm.
has more problem with the
Yeah.
exercise movement,
Mhm.
but thank God I don't have that much.
Something.
Yeah, but still you have.
Okay. Yeah.
But I just manage to get some movements
Okay.
to adjust it. But this is not a very big deal for
Mhm.
me.
Okay.
I just do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think we know that. Um, favorite or least favorite exercise?
Oh, my favorite exercise that I have already mentioned,
Mhm.
it's chest and
Okay.
biceps. Before I used to train a bit
Mhm.
back, I was not focusing too much because I didn't like it. But
Mhm.
now I love to train back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but now back is my before it was least favorite. Now
Mm-hmm.
I like it to train.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
chest comes above all.
Okay. Would you like to tell us about your like typical diet or maybe about also some cheat meals?
Yeah, usually I have different phases
Mm-hmm.
regarding diet.
Okay.
Sometimes I keep balance.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I go a little bit hard for dieting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think so 3 months or 4 months in a year I have a very strong diet phase,
Okay.
and that's difficult part.
Mm-hmm.
But 8 months I keep balance,
Okay.
not eating too much or
Oh, okay.
not eating less.
Okay.
I just want to maintain myself.
Okay.
And as I mentioned, 2, 3 months in a year, I have hard or intensive diet phase,
Okay.
which is quite tough, but I get more results.
What I also heard about is that some people do a huge bulk, for example, like 3 months straight bulk, like they call it also dirty bulk, which
Yeah.
in which they eat everything, and then they have like this crazy cut where they don't take anything from any carbs or anything which has oil or something which kind of makes the skin thick. Do you think it's even healthy to do so or
I think so for professional bodybuilders,
Mhm.
they have to do that
Okay,
because they just want to compete.
okay.
Yeah, but if you want to bring so much restrictions
Mm-hmm.
on your diet, I think it's a bit unhealthy too because you don't have mental focus. That's the good point. Like some people takes uh, to bulking phase,
Mm-hmm.
they gain muscles
Mm-hmm.
and get a lot of weight, and they just want to get in shape and
Mm-hmm.
get into the
Yeah,
shredded
yeah,
phase. Yeah, it's quite difficult,
yeah.
especially people which they want to participate in competition.
Mm-hmm.
They
Okay,
do
so
this
it's not for
restricted diet plan. Yeah,
okay.
and
So it's
I think
like for more
so.
professional
Yeah, I
cases.
think
Okay.
for me, if you're a normal bodybuilder, do not want to participate in competition, just keep balanced dieting plan
Okay.
because yeah, it's not a 1 day game. It's not a 6 months game. Yeah, you shouldn't uh, take a very intensive
Mhm.
diet plan. It's very hard, and you have other perspective in
Yeah,
life. You have to focus
yeah.
on
To
that
keep a
too.
balance. Yeah.
Yeah, keeping balance is I think is the most important.
Okay.
But this is the exception.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to participate
Yeah.
in competition, then you have to go for the intensive
Yeah.
diet plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The next question is kind of very important for me too, because training during fasting. In my case, it was very hard for me to train during fasting month. So, like, what do you do in that month? Like, do you go training? Like, what's your routine
Yeah,
first?
it's tough
Mm-hmm.
because your body get it dehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't drink during the day,
Okay.
and you cannot drink that much water in the
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
I cut down some supplements,
Okay.
or even though when I take it, so I take um my water intake too
Mm-hmm.
much, like 3 liters or
Okay.
3.5 liters a
Okay.
night, and then I train normal.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't lift too much weight.
Okay.
Just want to maintain myself,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a 1 month game, and maintaining is important in that phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ever thought about quitting?
Yeah, we are human beings. We have negative thoughts all the time, and yeah, definitely. But in my DNA, I don't have quitting. When I start something, and especially
Mhm.
it's a big challenge for me, I never quit. Maybe I have some points like that I become lazy. Maybe I have some point like it's the near to give up.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, not at all. I just when I start and when people challenges me that I cannot do that, then I go beyond that and I will achieve it.
Okay.
Still, I have a lot of goals and I just want to achieve it.
You mentioned challenges. What would be the biggest challenge for you when it comes to training?
I think the main challenge is that my dieting challenge,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's very hard because overall I don't do cardio.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to be very restricted on my diet.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why when I have this 3, 4 months phase of dieting. It's very restricted. You're not so focused. Yeah, and low energy you have, and that's the main challenge in bodybuilding area. But I think kind of motivation. You see more results. It gives you very positive aspects to go forward. Yeah. Outside that, I think you have a lot of challenges in your life, personal life. But I think like you have to shift all your challenges to positive way. Negative thoughts, life challenges, life struggles give people gives you negative thoughts. You need to have a very strong mindset to change that into positive perspective. And in that case, you can achieve your goals, and it's very important. Yeah.
Okay. You've been recently posting online. Like, why did you even start doing so?
To be honest, the main reason behind that is I just want to motivate people. Yeah, it is also for my personal aspect. The main reason behind that is I just want to motivate people because we still have a lot of people they don't know about gym. What is that? They're like couch potatoes.
Yeah.
And that's very very strange for me. Even though in their whole life they have not visited a gym, and I just want to be inspiration for them to join the gym. That that is the main reason behind that I have started posting online to motivate people towards sports journey because
That's a very good intention.
yeah, it's because the life is full of challenges, struggles, depressed. We in current situation, the generation is fucked up with the depression.
Yeah.
So I think sports area is very good to deal with these issues. Yeah, and that's my main reason. That's the main point. I just started online posting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable and a very good intention to have
Yeah.
when it comes to kind of these kind of acts. But of course, you're gonna kind of get maybe negative comments or any negative messages, or maybe would you like to tell about these kind of do you even like face kind of negativity in the internet, or how do you deal with it?
To be honest, till now,
Okay.
I haven't observed any negative things regarding my internet posting something like that. But overall, we are human beings.
Okay.
We live in societies. You do not find everyone with positive mindset,
Of course,
negative.
yeah.
But to be honest, before I did care about that, but now I just don't care about negative thinking. They maybe give you some negative vibes, but suddenly I change them to positive, and this gives me more energy to go forward. And I love challenge. When I face challenge, it gives me more motivation. I have to become more disciplined, and overall, I don't care about negative thoughts, negative vibes. Yeah,
I get it.
and
Okay.
that's all your mindset. Like it's not possible to start the same phase with initial step of your life, but you have to practice how to shift the negative vibes to positive way. Yeah, it's very important thing in life. If you want to be motivated, be disciplined. Some people say ignore negative people, but for me, as per my personal perspective, I keep some negative peoples beyond me,
it is kind
in
of
my
contrast.
circle,
Yeah. Yeah.
in my circle, because they gives you negative vibes. Then suddenly they challenge you,
Yeah.
and I love taking challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main point. I know some people do not like negative people,
Yeah.
and they just
Avoid it.
want to avoid the negative people. But in my personal perspective,
You can use it as something
yeah,
good for
that's
your
I
for
just
yeah.
keep them as a motivation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we're coming to the end slowly. But before we end this episode, what would be your advice to beginners in general? And would you like to maybe say a few words to the people watching this video?
Yeah, it's very important. Beginning is the very hard part in your life. Whatever it is, it's a bodybuilding journey. It's whatever journey it is, it's very hard. People have ADHD problems. Like they want everything in a complete package.
Yeah.
But this is not possible. Just dive into it,
Yeah.
and the results will come out. Just keep it up. Your consistency is the main thing in your life to achieve whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just don't go beyond the perfections. Yeah.
Yeah.
nothing is perfect for
Yeah.
you. You have to make it perfect, or you
Yeah.
have to complete
Yeah.
the tasks to go for completion, for perfections. But that's the main point. Just start, and the results will come.
Yeah.
Yeah, the results.
Just
And
the
be
way this.
passionate.
Yeah.
Be passionate. And especially in bodybuilding,
Yeah.
it's not a 1 month to 1 year game.
Yeah.
You have to
It's
be
kind of a whole
passionate.
life. Yeah.
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 That's, you focus on your food and sleep.
Just the way the saying goes, which kind of says, "Jack of all trades, master of none." So if we focus on different things at the same time, we won't be able to even to be able to say at the end of the day that I'm good at this. So if you kind of focus on one thing only at a time, you will be able to achieve
Yeah, it's
many
very
great
important.
things.
Practice,
Yeah.
practice,
Yeah.
practice. In my life, practice is above everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that's practice and consistency is quite same. I think I don't see any differences.
Okay.
Yeah, and just practice.
Okay.
Go for it. Nothing is limited. Like you can break down limits with any situation, but you need to have a very strong mindset for that. Yeah,
Okay, thank you for sharing with us all these information and motivational stories of yours.
most welcome.
Helped a lot, myself, and I hope the people watching this video too. Now coming back to our normal podcast partner
Yeah,
perspective.
yeah. As I always telling you guys, or to just support us,
Yeah,
because I mentioned we want to inspire people, to influence or to motivate people that have challenges in their life and they are far away from sports area. They are dealing with different issues
yeah,
like depression, stress, or anxiety, whatever it is.
yeah.
We
So
just
their
want to,
support won't go to waste.
yeah,
Of course, we're doing it for a good
yeah, I just
intention.
want
Yeah,
them to support us,
yeah,
and we have to keep it up for the future.
yeah.
That's my main point. That's my main message for
Okay,
them. Yeah,
okay. Thank you.
yeah, we need your
And
support, guys.
yeah. Thank you and have a nice day or night or wherever you are. We're looking forward to maybe come up with another topic for the next video and stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you
Thank you,
for watching.
guys.
Yeah.